Over the past few years, there have certainly been a lot of issues with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not just with what we see on the screen, whether it's at the theater or on Disney+, but also what's going on behind the cameras. In some ways, it sounds like it's complete and total chaos at Marvel with Kevin Feige, but even with some of the production problems they've had with series like Echo, name changes, rewrites to different projects, nothing compares to what they've seen with the Blade movie. Blade, starring Mahershala Ali, which was announced in 2019, is set to undergo yet another full rewrite from scratch. This thing has been plagued for years. They couldn't get it off the ground. They thought finally we're going to move forward with it, but then we started to hear about production issues. Marvel loses director for highly anticipated Blade reboot, and this was just like a week before they were set to start filming. This is back a year ago, September 28th of 2022. Then we heard a few weeks later, well, they're set to completely rebuild that script from scratch. Okay, I guess we'll get back into production, right? Then in February, Kevin Feige says, don't worry, we're going to start filming in just a few weeks. Well, then a few weeks after that, we hear rumblings. We hear from Mahershala Ali, the star, says he's not happy with the script. He's not happy with the movie. He wants something different. So they bring in someone else to do a complete and total rewrite from scratch. True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto to rewrite Marvel's Blade. And you guessed it, just a few weeks after that, we hear about more problems and the entire project gets shut down. Of course, then we had the writer's strike, the actor's strike, all this stuff. Well, now the newest update just came, and what do you know? Another full rewrite of this cursed movie. Back in 2019, at San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel had announced Mahershala Ali is the next Blade. Of course, COVID-19 hit shortly after that, and the film's development took a few steps back. Back in April, True Detective creator was tapped to pen the latest round of rewrites. This was at least the fourth writer to officially take on the Blade reboot. Would Pizzolatto be the final one? It appears not. Another Blade rewrite has now been called by Marvel boss Kevin Feige. This one is said to be a total revamp of the last draft. I'm not sure what's going on with this project, but Feige doesn't seem too impressed by what he's seen so far. This is a complete and total nightmare. It has been for years at this point, and it's just a testament to where the MCU is at. When we started to hear about the problems with this is also when those things started to come out about Kevin Feige saying he's being spread too thin, he can't pay enough attention to all these things. They've got so many fucking projects in development, and a lot of them just continue to be problems. Even the ones that seemingly go without a hitch end up coming out and they're just dog shit. But this Blade movie, if it was anything else, they might have just scrapped it, but they can't do that because this is Blade, and they've talked about how they want to make sure that they get all these diverse characters into the MCU. Well, at this point, with a release date that's been shifted from 2021 to 2022 to 2025, who knows when we're actually going to see this thing or if it ever sees the light of day. But just one more embarrassing entry in the saga that is the Blade reboot from the MCU and Kevin Feige. A lot of people worried about this movie in general because despite it coming out, 25 years ago at this point? I know there was supposedly no black superheroes till Black Panther came around, but for a lot of us, we remember those Blade movies. We look pretty fondly back on them. Maybe not Trinity, depends on how you feel about that one, but certainly a lot of fans still have very good feelings about Wesley Snipes as Blade and are questioning what direction this one's headed, if it's going to be good, if it's going to be Disney-fied, if it's going to be MCU. But it looks like people shouldn't really been worried too much about that. They should be worried if this thing ever actually gets made. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.